Okay, we have now done everything we can do for now in San Diego, progression-wise. And one thing I should mention is we will be returning to San Diego later on in the game. But for now, I think it's time for me to head over to the Movers Building, which, believe it or not, is precisely where I'm just outside of, and it's time for us to head to Atlanta. So that's what I'm doing here. So the Detroit entrance is not ready yet, but this is the Atlanta area. And I think once this game loads again, we should get a cutscene. Oh, we do.
I've been working on it for months. Real tight. Cost me my marriage. Whatever though, it don't matter. I'm still winning. Most beautiful thing you ever seen. Look at it. Damn. You Oscar's boy, right? Good to meet you. He told me you'd be coming over. There's gonna be a lot of racing going on. Damn, look at this. So Oscar say you pretty quick out the gate, huh? But I should watch out for you racing myself or something like that. I tell you what, you don't want to size up against me, no young buck. Sweet thing here leads so hard, she'll show you the all pain. But I ain't racing. She ain't ready. She ain't ready. But I'll keep a lookout for you, though. I'll keep my ear to the street. You know, while that dub show is going on, there's certainly be some good racing going on around here. So, if I hear about something, I'll let you know. As long as you don't come around here distracting me from my work. Already.
So we are now in Atlanta, which, believe it or not, is only the second city that we are now in here in this game. And we are now right outside of Apone's garage. At least I think the name is Apone. And the name of his garage is called Apone Team Racing. And my TV is a little loud. There we go. So, I think because Dre is the closest of the opponents I can face, he will pretty much be the guy I take on first. However, I will consider changing cars. Actually, on second thoughts, no. I'll stick with the Chrysler for now, because I don't think Dre is going to be too much of a problem. Challenge Dre for the right to race against the big players. He drives a Cadillac Escalade, race 1 of 3. I think, since the Cadillac Escalade is not really that much different from the Chrysler which I'm currently driving, I think I will use the Chrysler for this one. Although before we do that, I want to put on a vinyl on this thing, just to make it a bit more interesting. The guy under the Chevrolet Impala, by the way, is called Apone, or Apone. I think it's pronounced Apone, but I don't know for sure. Anyway, I might as well put on a vinyl whilst I'm here, just because, well, I want to make this thing look a little more stylish. And, you know what? I want to put on one of the Rockstar flags I got. I'm going to put on this one. By the way, I know precisely what that skirt is called now, the one for the Scottish men. I know now that's called a kilt. And yes, some of you might think I'm stupid, but I am pretty sure it's called a kilt now, after I did enough research. It's also because I want to make my car look more interesting. And I'm gonna put on... Let's see what the modern vinyl does. Oh, I see. Okay, so it just removes it then. Okay, well, I think I'll just change the rims then. Just because I can do that. Okay, wheels, rims. Got O2 rims on at the moment. I'll change this over to... Let's go... I've always liked the American racing rims for some reason. Yeah, let's go... Yeah, let's go with GNL, why not? I reckon that's a good way to start this off. Okay, I think I've wasted enough of your time now. Let's actually get on with some racing now. Since we are here in Atlanta. I would put on some bodywork, but I'm not really interested now, in all honesty.
Look at that! Fly!
And Dre is the closest guy to me, so you already know the description. Let's just go and get ourselves racing him. I also figured, well, I might as well use the Celt Rockstar flag on the side of my car, just because I want to make it look cool.
Opponents put some serious work into Dre's ride. Steer clear of him, he's rough. Get out in front and don't look back.
Dude, where are you going? I'm literally following you. I figured I'd just choose Dre because, well, Dre appears to be the closest. And also because, well, using the Chrysler to me, with a little customization, it makes a ton of sense. At least that's what it is to me anyway. And also because I switched over my dub rims for some GNL rims, which I think look really cool. And we have got some Porsches in this race. Porsche Cayennes, I believe. This might take a little getting used to, but since I have worked out all the paths I need to take in San Diego, Atlanta hopefully should not be much different than this. Plus, since I'm using a heavyweight like the Chrysler 300C anyway, I reckon I should be okay with this once I manage to get a pattern established here. And shooting my way through the gas station, and of course I am going to use aggro and a little bit of a push there, but it's okay because I am still running up front with the leader. And I'm keeping up pretty well for this being my first race here in Atlanta, and already I am making contact. I suppose that shouldn't surprise me, considering this is literally the first time I've actually driven here in Atlanta. But whatever. As Opponent said before, it don't matter. And I almost got forced out wide there for a moment, but still able to slide my way through the corner, which is the way I should have done it, and almost getting hit by that bus there, but able to... Oh, crap, okay. It's getting a little wild now. But it don't matter, because I win over Maddie. Mayo finished in third, then it was Ying who finished fourth, followed by Rezo. Ian was fifth, and it was Dre who finished in last, nearly 8 seconds behind me.
At least you didn't embarrass me this time.
Yeah, whatever you say, baby. Baby, by the way, is the name of the other guy. Yeah, let's continue for now. As we are now doing freeway loop, And this is a circuit race. I think I know precisely which circuit race this is. I might know. But we'll wait and see. Anyways. So, as I expected, racing Dre using the... Oh wait, hold on. I think I do know this one, because I saw this race on the web once. I also know this is basically out on the highway, so I should be okay. I don't think traffic should be too much of a concern here, because I am basically racing heavyweights anyway. And also because I'm close to reaching 200 in this thing. Well, more like 190, but either way I'm not too far from 200. Anyways, I'm leading. And that's the way I want it to be. I am still leading though, in spite of me running into 2 cars. But it's okay, because we're basically doing a loop, and I am taking the long way around and able to stay in control of my car whilst I'm at it, which is a good thing. I now know that is a jump where the police is located, and already that is my first lap done in 1 minute and 19 seconds. And not using my nitrous because I feel like I don't need to, and also using aggro because, well, I figured why not, and I overshoot the corner. But it's okay, because I still hold the lead, and that's precisely what I want to do. Now this is precisely what I don't want to do. It's all falling apart now. And somebody else used aggro. Luckily though, we do have plenty of checkpoints to go, so we're okay for now. And I'm gonna use aggro again because I wonder if traffic might cause me some issues here. But it's okay, because I am right behind the leader. So hopefully I can manage to re-overtake him. And that's precisely what I do. Right at the end, I just nab him at the line by 0.2 of a second. So Rezo finished in second, then it was Mayo who came home third, Ian fourth, and hey, where's everyone else? That's Dre who comes home fifth. Weren't there 7 of us in this race? I wasn't keeping up to date with how many of these opponents there were. Anyway. Okay, I'm bored. I think that's enough time wasted now. Oh, there must have just only been 5 of us in that race. Goes to show how little I'm paying attention to how many of us there really are. But either way, Dre has not finished particularly well in either of these races. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a replay now, because this is the second race, and also because, as I would have thought, racing these SUVs, it was basically no different than from when I raced the luxury rollers. In other words, it basically felt the same. I also figured, well, because I did have one of the Rockstar flags available to me, I might as well use one of those and see if it works. I quite like the kilt flag, if you're asking, because it's definitely a kilt-styled flag, and that's part of the reason why I like it. But either way, my damned good tactics were able to work, in terms of me winning this race in a quite entertaining fashion, even though it wasn't necessarily what I had initially planned. But whatever. It doesn't matter because I have won the first two races pretty easily, if I do say so myself. I might actually use one of those shots, you know. I'll take this out a little longer. Yeah, this by the way was me in aggro mode. Oh yeah, that was when I overshot the corner. Okay, I think I've spent long enough now taping this replay. Now we have just one race to go, as we are now doing Cemetery Circuit. I wonder if this is the race I think it is. I'm just guessing, by the way. Oh hey, we have a chopper in this race. And there are 6 of us in terms of our overall competition. Okay. I think I know what race this might be. You also have to bear in mind that I have not played this game now for probably less than 2 weeks, because I've been doing a lot of Burnout 3 recently, and because of that, well, as you would have expected, things are not going very well, at least with one of these races, but in all honesty, that was to be expected. I do have enough experience to know when at least one race is going to be a bit trickier, but it's okay. I just need to make sure that I don't make too many mistakes, and I'm going to use aggro just for a second, because I can do that, and also because it prevented me from having a bigger crash in the final corner than what I would have had. I also know the choppers are not very efficient on the straights compared to me. The corners, they've got me beat, but on the straights, however, I can give them a run for their money. That's where I appear to be stronger. And this time I get him. Took me a few attempts to get it right, but eventually, once I managed to get used to the course and gave myself the necessary adaptations, it wasn't too hard in the end. And Dre literally just T-boned me. Anyway, so Charlie finished in second, Boo finished in third, nearly 4 seconds behind me. Tracy was 5th, then it was Zan who finished in 5th, and Dre came home last. You beat Dre. Big players challenge you. And we have now unlocked the tribal vinyls. Interesting. And we've also got some more rims. Cool. Okay, let's go, since I've already recorded the replay.
What's cracking, Dirty? Look like you got skills, son. You got the attention of the big players, and believe me, that ain't easy. They wanna race you for real. Just in trucks, though. Show your thing or two. Now get on out of here. I got a masterpiece to work on.
The club races, by the way, we cannot do those until we have done the tournaments, and that is how we will get our other vehicles. But anyway, So as a result of us beating Dre, we are now 25% complete with the game, and the two other guys we have to race against are Roy and Vito. Vito, by the way, is the guy who'll be on the bike. However, before we get on with that, I will need to go back to my garage and switch over to the newest car I unlocked, my Lexus IS300. But anyway, Dre has now been beaten, and next time we will be racing Roy, who is just down there. Anyways, stay tuned for the next episode.